The hill is now 30 inches to the pegs. Used to be 33. Made the change because I thought 28 was just a little shallow. I thought 33 was just starting to get borderline gravity heavy. 30 looks really good to me. I haven't run a car yet, but I really like the look of how the transition is. I like the height of the hill. It's going to change the speeds. My fastest Mirada's in the line. It has run anywhere from a 2003 to a 2012 consistently single. Let's see what he does right now on the 30-inch hill. He's in the line, ready to go. There's the new mark, 2101. Let's see what he does when he switch lanes. 2106. There's our marks. Let's see what my new number 2 does. This was off camera about a month and a half ago, guys. I black iced this Camaro, which had nothing done to it, because it was basically slipping out of my weight ranks, and he took off like a rocket. So we're going to see what the new height does. I actually like it. When I did 28 inches, I was getting the 2150 to 60 times. Obviously, you saw what I was doing at 33 inches. I was getting more of the times between 2 seconds and say 2025 for really fast cars. I like this 2100 mark for speed. Definitely for the safety of the cars too. These cars are just hitting very, very soft at the end. There's going to be no damage at all. And yet, I think we're going to be producing better results when I send cars out there, because I've not been competitive like I should be. Here we go. BWF. Pretty nice time. Let's switch him up. $21.17. Guys, I have a yellow Mirada on the line that ran the fastest time the last time I raced on my other hill. It ran a 20:03. My number 1 Mirada ran a 20:08 at that time. So let's see what this guy can do when it translates over into the 30-inch hill. There's a record. Yeah, he ran really, really well the last time out. Now, matched up, I don't know how he does, but for single runs, this guy's pretty fast. Let's see if he can break 2100. Another great pass. Very consistent. Good stuff. Just because I'm going to have to recalibrate everything again. This was my number 5 Mirada head-to-head. This was my number 1. These two just ran. This one was the faster car. Let's see what happens head-to-head at 30 inches. Yes, sir. That's what I'm talking about. Need to find truly fast cars. I think my hill was too high, and the hill height was killing me. Not seeing cars that truly had good run out. Let's see what happens when we switch them. And we're looking at a 12 thousandths advantage for the yellow Mirada. Again, yellow Mirada, 2099. There's a record matched up. 2107 for the dark, I'm going to call it the dirty gold Mirada. Still a good run. We have a new number 1 for now. We do have some new cars to get to, but let's do this. Let's calibrate the top 6, and I'm going to stop there just to see how this all works out, because that's the most interesting to me. Hope you guys find it a little bit fascinating too. Right now, here was the previous, or still current, number 2 Johnny Lightning Black with Flames. We're going to race him against the Dirty Mirada. Johnny Lightning in the far lane. The Mirada's in the near lane to me. All Mirada. 2105 to 2107. Great race. Let's switch it up. A 2 1,000ths advantage for the Mirada. And again, 2110 to 2118. The Mirada sits at number 2. Yeah, you're basically seeing my Mirada dealership here at the top. I say he currently sits at number 2. I mean, one of these can come and get him. So here's my number 3 Mirada. He's going up against the Johnny Lightning Black with Flames, who's racing down at this point because he lost that last race. Let's get these guys on the line. I'm going to put the Johnny Lightning in the near lane, the Mirada in the far lane, which to me, where I pull it, is going to be the Mirada over here, Johnny Lightning right here. And there they sit. And there they go. Oh, Mirada, very nice time. 2103 to a 2112, 9 1,000ths advantage for the Dodge. Race 2. Mirada smoked him there. 2098, a new record. 2016 for the JL. All right, it looks like we have some racing to do later. I'm going to pair him up against the number 1 after we place the JL Camaro. Let's put him up against this number 4 Mirada. And let's get him in the rack. There they sit in the line. Let's get these guys going. Good race. JL getting a little bit slower. 2109 for the Mirada, 2121 for the JL. A 12 1,000ths advantage for the Dodge. JL ran better there. 09 to 13, the Mirada holds his spot as the JL continues to slide. So he holds his number 4 spot. This Mirada was number 5. I tested him because he ran the fastest times before. Looks like he's going to be a contender for the number 1 spot. Let's get out our last contender here for this top case race. And then we'll get into one other thing. And then I'm going to run the cars I was going to run for today. Here's the gold Mirada, sitting number 6, going against the JL BWF Camaro. Just for reference, guys, in the future when I'm starting it here, when I say far lane, that's going to be the lane over there. Near lane is going to be the lane over here. So the JL's in the far lane, and the near lane is the gold Dodge Mirada. JL picking up some speed. The Mirada 2104 to 2107 for the JL. A 3 1,000ths advantage for the gold Mirada. That time the JL took a shit. 2104 for the Mirada, 2130 for the JL. Unexplainable. Unexplainable other than the fact that the JL's like high hills. Anything lower that requires run out of top end, you know, if you have a freak, you're going to be okay. But boy, most JLs, they suffer. They need that gravity. All right, guys, here we go. We're going to race top down now again. We're going to do this currently number 3 Mirada against the number 1 that we just placed there. And should be easy to tell the difference. The current number 1 has a sticker on it. The current number 3 does not. Let's get him in the line. All right, the current number 1 sitting in this lane. And this lane is the current record holder at 2098. The current number 3 Mirada. Let's run him. Race 1. Good start. Oh, the number 1 Mirada. Making a statement. The number 3 shitting the bed. A 13,000ths advantage to the Mirada that's in the near lane. Current number 1. Good start again. That time, much better race. 2101 to 2103. We'll just chalk that up to a bad run for that other Mirada. We'll face him against the Dirty Gold one right now. All right, for guys new to my channel, I try to take you through everything I'm doing. I was doing a rework process on the 30 gram and unders the other day that seemed to work really, really well. I just did a rework on what was my previous number one when my hill height was 33 inches. Let's see what kind of speed he gets in a solo run before we match him up against the current number one again. I'm sorry, the current number two. We'll see if he goes up or not. We're gonna race him against the current number three car. So the 2 and 3 will match up. But let's see what kind of time he runs now. Okay. Let's get in position. We have the spacer set. About the same, at least for now. 2106. Not a bad run. Let's match him up against the current number 3. The yellow Mirada ranked 3rd currently, going against the currently ranked 2nd Mirada. Could there be a change in position? We're going to find out. That would be no. Wow. Okay. Yeah, that method seemed to break in pretty well after one run. 20 freaking 94. We'll switch it up. All right, that was all kind of stupid. The Dirty Mirada has a 12 1,000ths advantage. It's in the far lane. Oh my goodness. 2098 to 2112. Yeah, let's match him up against the current number 1 to see if he can reclaim his throne. All right, the current number 1, which was worked with that method the other day against this flamethrower here, which was just reworked a few minutes ago. Yeah. 2 freaking blowtorches there. 2100 to 2102. Let's switch it up. Lanes are switched. The Dirty Gold Mirada with a 2 1,000ths advantage. Good start. All the yellow Mirada there. Was it more than 2? Yes, it is. The number 1, current number 1, holds his position, but we do have a new absolute verified number 2 in this Gold Mirada. The consistency in this yellow one is really impressive. The fall off in speed there in that last run, not too concerned about. We'll just have to see how it goes after a few more runs, but not today. For now, we have a number 1, 2, and 3. Actually, I'm going to keep him at number 6. I'm just going to race these 3 to see where the final ranking is. So we'll be racing this yellow Mirada versus the one with a sticker. Let's get him in the line. The current number 3 is in the far lane. The current number 4 is in the near lane. Cool start. Oh my. Oh my. 2102 to 2112. The current number 4 in the far lane, and it has a 10 1,000ths advantage. Current number 3 in the near lane. Oh yeah. Took him to school. 2103. Nice times. I spared you some drama. This bottom row is set. The JL is number 6 currently. We've got some others to race up against them eventually. The yellow Mirada and this gold Mirada, I spared you some drama. It was 2106 to 2109 to 2106 to 2108. So it was a 1 1,000ths difference. But yeah, 4, 5, and 6 are set. Now this Dirty Mirada that's number 2 is going up against that number 3 car that currently was previously 4th, but he made some nice consistent runs. Let's see what he does. Yeah, guys, we're just a few races from getting these top 6 calibrated, which is pretty cool. They are where they are. I'll go get them going. Dirty Gold. 2109 to 2111. We'll switch lanes. The dirty gold with a 2 1,000ths edge. Close race. Same times. 2109 to 2111. We're just going to call that a tie. I'm not going to run them off. I'm going to keep them exactly where they are. The dirty gold's going to stay number 2. That one will go number 3. And that'll be that for right now. All right, guys, as you can see, I do have some new cars to run for you here today, which we will. I'm going to do one more thing. This was that 30 gram and under X-Racers salt shaker that really ran well the other day. Let's see what kind of time it sets in a solo run on the 30-inch hill. Before, on the 33-inch hill, it was running between, I think it's set a 2036. Yeah, 2036. And it ran anywhere between there and say a 2042. So it was pretty consistent. Let's see what it does on this hill at 30 inches. $21, $22, which when you look at what the Miradas were doing at 2100, that's not a bad time. Okay, I'm going to run my 2 fastest 30 and under cars, which are both salt shakers. The one is the Zamac. It's going to be in the far lane to where I sit, and the X-Racers is going to be in the near lane. Get these guys going one race, and then we'll get into the new cars. Race 1. The number 1 salt shaker looking pretty good. There we go, 2141 to 46. A little different when they're side by side. 2122 will be the 30 and under record though. Come at it, guys. Come at it. Let's see what happens in race 2. Good start. Yeah, the red one is just killer. 2137 to 2141. They remain number 1 and at least that one number 2 for now. I'll do some calibrating off camera, but just wanted to show you the 30 gram and under cars and what they're running. All right, guys, let's give a look at some cars that we have today. First up is going to be this Invader. I had an Invader in the 41 to 50 plastic base ranks. Currently sitting at number 8. Does pretty well. A little different colorway to it. But we have the same design, the single front wheel, in this green edition. It's called the Off-Road Series, and this is the green Invader. Let's, he's already been worked. Let's open him up, weigh him up, and run him down the track. Weighing a hefty 48.3 grams is this Hot Wheels Invader. Let's get him in the line. The spacer is set, and he's off. Didn't sound good. 2171. I don't know what that means. We're going to find out. We're going to put him up against the gatekeeper of the 41 to 50 plastic base ranks and see what this time means in relation to the new height of the hill. And the gatekeeper in the 41 to 50 plastic base is the 44.6 gold ultra hot Shelby GT500. There they sit, and there they go. All Shelby. 2140 is the gatekeeper time for the 41 to 50 plastic. We're going to call that one a day. That's one and done. Seeing this Shelby's time though, with almost a 45 gram car, lets you appreciate the times that both of those under 30 gram cars ran. Next up is this 65.1 gram 40th anniversary school bus. Always wanted one of these. Scoop Dively, I have to thank for this. He pointed it out to me on eBay, and really like it. I don't know how it's going to run here on a 30-inch hill. It did okay on my other hill, but I never really tested it against the ranks. So here we're going to do both. We're going to see how it runs in a solo run, and we're going to test them against probably the 62 and over class first, unless it runs some pretty sick times. Here we go, hot lap 1. $21.42. Cars less than half its weight ran better than that. Let's switch it up. Hot lap 2. Runs well. $21.31. Let's match it up. See what he does. This is a calibrated 62 and over class, but it is not a reworked 62 and over class. I really got to get to that. For right now, we have the number 3 Mega Graphics, as we call it, Evil number 3, as coined by the legend himself, Bobby D. Usually a 74.5. God, that's the heaviest one I think I've seen. Let's get him in the line against that bus. The school bus is in the near lane. Evil number 3 in the far lane. All Evil number 3. 21.31 to a 21.45. We will switch lanes. Lanes are switched for race 2. All Evil number 3. 21.45 for the bus. 21.27 for the funny car. Not a bad time. Let's just have a little bit of fun. Let's see what that means up against, say, this blue arrow. Been seeing some arrows out there. This is my fastest one. It was in my ranks at one point in time, but just had some other cars beat it on the other hill. Maybe this arrow will fight his way back in on the 30-inch hill. Let's see what happens between these two, and then we'll move on to the other cars to showcase today. Good race. All arrow. 21.22 to 21.32. We'll call that a one and done for now. Pretty good run. Yeah, we'll get to calibrating all this off camera and get everything right for the new height. Let's move on. Next up is a 52.5 Baby Ruth Dodge Concept Convertible. I cannot find my fastest concept. I have an orange concept that I did a couple races ago that I said, okay, we're going to do this and have a Dodge concept race. I'll find him, but just not today. Let's get him in the line. Hot lap 1. Ew. I'll say that again. Ew. 22.11. I'm not sure that's worth the time of day. So let's just match him up against the gatekeeper and probably call it a day for this guy. Aha. Guess what I found? I stuffed him in here. Here is that orange concept. I stuffed in the 51 to 62 because I knew I'd be running this series. Let's go ahead and match him up. This concept wasn't fast enough to beat the Backwoods Bomb to get in the ranks. He was close on the 33-inch hill, but he still couldn't get in. Let's just see what he does against this Baby Ruth, which I think I know what's going to happen. And can you say one and done? I knew you could. 21.42 to 22.10. One and done. And for fun, we'll match up the concept against this 54.3 Backwoods Bomb, which is the gatekeeper of the 51 to 62 class. Let's go ahead and get these guys going. Race 1. All Backwoods Bomb. 21.26. Not a bad time for a gatekeeper. 21.36 for the concept. Nice time. A 10 1,000ths difference for the Backwoods Bomb for the gatekeeper spot. All Bomb. 21.21. Both cars improved. 21.21 to 21.34. Up next is a 45.1 gram Fast and Furious Ford Escort. I believe this is 1600. And it's known to be fast on some other channels. Let's put him in the 41 to 50 plastic bottom class and see what he does. It's that beautiful Ultra Hot Shelby from 2023 that he's going to have to face. Let's get him going, and this is a race for the gatekeeper spot. Whoa, what? I don't know what happened there. I think something happened to start with the Shelby. I really couldn't see. We'll run that race again. 21:34 is a nice time. All right, I switched lanes. Let's see what happens here. We'll call this race 1. Good start. Shelby's out. Whoa, he got top-ended by that Escort. 34 to 40. What a great race. 6 1/1000ths advantage by the Escort. Shelby's out again. There goes the Escort. Oh, this is why I like that height. 38 to 40. That's truly showing you what its car speed will do. I see what Michael's track does, that 40-foot track, and it's a half-mile track, but he has the hill height right where it truly shows how fast cars are in the top end. Gravity fed sometimes, throws you off a little bit, but truly, that Focus deserves to be in the ranks. He's now the new gatekeeper working his way up. We'll send him a row up in the 41 to 50 plastics against this Fast and Furious, his brother, a Ford GT40, weighing in at 43 grams. GT40 in the far lane, Escort in the near lane. GT40 is out, stays out. 2024 to 2030, 2133. Sorry, 2124 to 2133. A 9 1/1000ths beat. Race 2, GT40 in the near lane. It's out again. Escort tried 40 to 49. Can't do it. Let's race him down to see where he places in the ranks. All right. How about the number 11 Postal Delivery Sidekick? We've seen him before. 50.1 grams. Escort in the far lane. Sidekick in the near lane. Good. No. Wasn't a good start, and yet, okay. I'm going to start it from up top. That Escort hops. So let me run these guys again. Okay, let's see if we can get a better start here. Good. Well, the Escort drove around him, and he had a bad start. He hesitated. He got caught up or something. It was crazy. 2 1/1000ths beat. Let's switch lanes. 2 1/1000ths advantage for the Escort. Better start, all Escort. Yep, he's faster than that Postal Delivery. 42 to 44. Good run. Up next is the 50.1 gram Steel Stamp Flash Cider. Number 10 in the ranks. As long as that Escort's running, I'm going to start it from up here, guys. Decent start. Escort was trying, but that Escort hops. If it had wow, good runs. 31 for the Flash Cider, 35 for the Escort. Yeah, the Escort can't get out of the line right, or else he would be really, really fast. A 4 1/1000ths advantage for the Flash Cider. We'll try it from here. No, I just can't get a good start. I mean, I'm going to keep it there. Wow, 26 for the Flash Cider, 51 for the Escort, only because it cannot get out of the line right. I knew this Flash Cider would be fast. He used to be fast back on my 6-lane hill, and he still hung in there on that 33-inch hill, but I have a feeling he's going to be vaulting up these ranks. Let's just do one thing. Let's put him up against this Sidekick. We'll just go one row for now, and let's see what happens. We'll weigh the Sidekick in. 49.4 grams, plastic bottom Sidekick. Let's get him in a line. A race for the number 7 spot. Flash Cider in the near lane, Sidekick in the far lane. Good start. Oh, Flash Cider, 20s. Oh, wait, no. And that happens on this track. There are usually passes that happen right at the last foot of this track. That happened there. Sidekick 24 to 26. Flash sider had him, but I've seen it before. Let's take him to the top. Lanes are switched to 1000s advantage. Lanes are not switched. Hang in there. As I was saying, lanes are switched. And they're off. Good start. Flash sider's out and now takes him. Did he do it more by? Yeah, no more than 2, but I believe that's a faster time. I could be wrong on that, but I think it's a faster time. We'll let it there for now. I'm going to put the flash sider 1 ahead of the sidekick. I've got to calibrate my whole world. So I'll be doing that all off camera in the weeks and months to come. All right, for right now, I have the flash sider in the 7th position ahead of that sidekick. We'll see what happens as we do some reworks and recalibration at the new height. You know it. You love it. Can't live without it. The Johnny Lightning Coca-Cola Polar Bear Dodge van. Weighing in at a hefty 100 grams. Gotta love it. Let's get him in the line. He has been reworked with what I'll call the enhanced original formula. Let's go see how he does. I think I said worked. He hasn't been reworked. That's a new casting. So here we go. $21.41. I don't know if that's good or not. Let's switch it up. Hot lap 2. I know his wheels were good, so let's see what happens here. Good start. 21.20. Ooh. Hello. Let's put him up against the Gatekeeper in the top 24 and see what that looks like. Gatekeeper in the top 24 at the 33-inch height was this metal bottom Matchbox Halley's Comet Firebird. 44.6 grams. Let's go. Yeah, there's a 56 gram weight difference in this race. How funny is that? Here we go, race 1. 2019 for that Firebird. He's a jet. 2030 for the van. Let's switch it up. Firebird's edge is 11 1/1000s. Firebird top ended the van, 2116 to a 2120. That Firebird is real. Let's go to the 62 and overs. Evil number 3. We saw him earlier. He's going to defend the 62 and over. Weight class. Again, I'm going to start paying a little more attention to these heavies. It's kind of like the under 30s. I never paid attention to these guys like I never paid attention to the under 30s. I had quite a surprise on the under 30s. So let's see what we can do to these heavier castings. Van's in the near lane. Evil number 3 in the far lane for the Gatekeeper spot. That would be Evil number 3, 2123 to a 2126. 3 1/1000ths advantage for the Mega Graphics Funny Car. Good start. The van is out and cooking. What did he run? 2112. Whew, it's breaking in. Loving that. I'm saying screw it. For right now, other than the noodle heads, which, yeah, I did get the original magenta back. He's cooking. We'll run him here in a second. For right now, let's go against this cut rate movers. Johnny Lightning, he's number 1 in the 62 and over class for right now. Cut rate movers cuts a time of 76.7 grams. Coke in the near lane, cut rate in the far lane. Good start. All Coke, What'd he run? 21.22, 21.25. Coke is 3 ticks up. Good start. All Coke. 21.20 to 21.23. 2 fast vans. We have a new number 1 in the 62 and over class, and that is the Coca-Cola Polar Bear Johnny Lightning Dodge van. That's what it looks like for now. I don't think the Mega Graphics is going to stay out with times like that, so I'm going to do some reworks to these guys. There's only 9 in this class, so I'll be back in another edition. I'll let you know how they did. He needs no introduction. He was out of action for many, many months, and it was about 3 weeks ago that I brought him back to life. That was on the 33-inch hill. What's going to happen here? Not much is going to happen there. 21.27. All that drama for nothing. We'll try him one more time. Just going to make sure he gets a clean start. I think he got a clean start before, though. Here we go. Yeah, he did. Just okay. 21.25. Gravity means a lot. He was running some sick times on the 33-inch hill just about 3 weeks ago. In fact, I don't like racing the Noodleheads head-to-head anymore, and I raced him head-to-head, and he was the whole way up to number 3. He wouldn't even be in the top 24 right now. He wouldn't even be maybe in these ranks. So the hill does make a difference. Saving the best for last, coming in at 62 grams even, is the Johnny Lightning convertible Hemi Cuda. Look at that thing. There's the yellow and black ones out there, which I've seen at Bubba's. I've seen Bobby. I've seen David at Elevation Diecast run them. I'm not seeing the white one. I have not worked this at all. Let's see what it does. Bone stock. $21.58. Let's get him some help. All right, guys, he's gotten some help. 21.58 was his original time bone stock. Let's see if the magic juice worked in this case or not. Ugh. 21.51, not that much. Let's give him another run in the other lane. $21.41. There we go. Sometimes it just needs a little break-in time. Let's do one more and we'll call it a day. We'll match the CUDA against the 71.1 Gatekeeper Bonneville Speed Spray Funny Car. Gatekeeper race of the 62 and over class. CUDA's out. The CUDA got passed right at the end. Good race, 44 to 46. Showing you that that number 3 funny car is going to be way up in the ranks. Switch it up. 2 1,000ths advantage for the speed spray. Oh man, another close race. 38 to 40. That CUDA is getting faster. When that PTFE cures, I might give it a day or two. Well, I'll be gone. So right now it can't get in, but who knows what's going to happen in the near future. So guys, that's it. Thank you for joining me. I will be gone. I'm heading to Las Vegas, leaving Monday and coming back late Saturday. So it should be a pretty exciting week, and looking forward to catching up with all you guys either through the week or the week after. Take care now.